Governor Dan McKee, State Department of Transportation Director Peter Alviti, and other officials will hold a press conference announcing the structural analysis findings of the Washington Bridge, which means today we could learn the fate of the bridge, whether or not it will only need to be repaired or if it will need to be demolished and completely replaced. And ABC 6's Yanni Triguelis joins us now live in the studio with a look back at the timeline that brought us to this point, the still compounding impacts of that shutdown, and what answers people will be looking forward to hearing this afternoon. Yanni?
Yeah, Cara, well, it has been a long 3 months for everyone across Rhode Island dealing with the Washington Bridge. Since the bridge first shut down just over 3 months ago, there have been many developments, including now a DOJ investigation into RIDOT. And ahead of today's report, we took a look back at the timeline that led us here.
Although a difficult thing to do that we don't do very lightly here, was to close the bridge to traffic.
December 11th, 2023, the westbound lanes of the Washington Bridge closed down after RIDOT Director Peter Alviti said engineers discovered critical deficiencies on the bridge.
When they get to the end of their useful life, as this one is, the deterioration can accelerate. And that's what happened with this bridge.
The immediate aftermath, traffic delays for hours, driving commuters mad.
It's a nightmare.
I was to get home and then 2 hours to go back. I mean, it's crazy.
It's really pitiful knowing that this was going to be an issue, that they would allow people to sit in gridlock for basically 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It's pitiful.
Initially, state leaders said the westbound lane would be closed down for 3 months as repairs were made.
This is the top priority in the state of Rhode Island right now. Number one.
Then, just over 1 month into the shutdown, RIDOT Director Peter Alviti announcing the bridge may need to be demolished and rebuilt.
It could potentially be the cause of a catastrophic failure.
And just days later, Governor Dan McKee's office announcing the U.S. Department of Justice had launched an investigation seeking documents and records related to the Washington Bridge.
Wasn't that a surprise that we're doing an overview, a forensic overview, and we welcome that, and as we do all oversight right now.
We'll be cooperating. The governor has given us instruction to cooperate fully, and that's what we'll be doing.
RIDOT was given 30 days to hand over documents to the DOJ. That deadline later extended 3 more weeks, now set to expire next Monday before RIDOT must hand over all documents. The investigation, something East Providence Mayor Bob DeSilva hopes will bring answers.
I think having a set of eyes that are removed from the situation is not a bad thing. I think that the DOT and the governor welcomes that review, and I think it's a good thing for the community. Everybody wants to know how we ended up where we are.
The bridge is shut down, causing friction. East Providence's city council calling on Governor McKee to implement a declaration of emergency for the city, a proposition later declined by McKee. And then earlier this week, marking 3 months since the Washington Bridge's initial shutdown, with no end in sight for the commuter crisis. Later Thursday, the fate of the Washington Bridge believed to be revealed after a structural analysis of the bridge will be announced.
They say 3 months, I say 3 years.
In that briefing on the findings of the structural analysis set to start at 3 o'clock. We will be live streaming the report, so be sure to stick with ABC6 both on air and online at abc6.com, and our newscasts later on tonight at 4, 5, and 6 for all of the latest. In the newsroom, Yanni Triguelis, ABC6 News.